Hey guys, this is Talion Trevere. It's been a while. Yeah, I guess we're back with more Amarantus. So I have basically two more playthroughs planned. Obviously, I want to try the pacifist route at some point, but I think I want to save that one for last. And in the meantime, try hanging out with Reckon again. See if we can glean any more new information from him. I don't know if that's going to give us anything, but at the very least, it's definitely been a while since we've seen some of his scenes, so it would be good to revisit a little bit. Man, I've been so desperate to play this game again. Had to go a whole week without it. But yeah, we're back. We're back, guys. It's okay. Um, we've done the Rayanne opening the past couple of times. I'm not sure if I've ever gone to peek and then gone back. I think I did at some point. But I guess let's go with that one. Take a peek, but let's not try to kill anyone. Wait, hang on. Okay, yeah. No, we're not fighting anyone this time. It's been a while since we've seen this stuff, I think. Let's go for a little read. No one here. The soldiers must have started with us. A smart plan. Pick up the people who talk the loudest first, then have them point you in the right direction. There's an enormous pine tree overhanging Moray's rooms. Right. I seem to recall you had... Oh. Oh, no. Did Marius send you? Has something happened? Something's happened to me. I'm sure Marius is fine. Oh, he always is. But whatever is it? Let me in, please. They're looking for me, and I don't want them finding my crumpled body in the garden in the morning. I love that you can see the reflection of... Or not the reflection, the shadow of the railing on her. What is this, Auric? Does Marius get all these questions? Don't you just let him in? When it's my brother, there's a distinctly less chance of an anguished runaway making a midnight confession of love or such. And anyone else in this tree doesn't tend to try to get in, Auric, darling. Lord Caudat's finally cottoned on to us. He never... Soldiers came to the house, tried to take us away. Mel bundled me out the window, said to head to you and beg sanctuary. Tari was holding the soldiers off. It wasn't looking good for her. Or for him. We have to do something. They knew this was coming. I think they had a plan. They won't give up anyone else. And the soldiers can't come for your parents without serious evidence. But what will happen to them? Nothing that'll get better if you're involved. You said all you had to do is hide me, okay? They'll deny all accusations, play dumb, and come get me after. What if I refuse to go back? If it's not safe with them anymore, maybe now I'll be allowed to get out. Maybe I can stay with Marius. Maybe I can finally go. Please. I've been tossed out of bed, pushed out a window, and then crept through the entire village to get to you. I can't stay up here much longer. Can you go in Marius's old room overnight? They'll find me. And I suppose it'd be too obvious that we were hiding you. We could always toss out some hay in the stable roof. Well, you could. Climb down and I'll meet you there. This place is bigger than my house. Hey. And a good evening to you as well. Here, up this ladder. But first... the hay down here will be fresher. That bale there. And maybe the top layer from this one. And can you carry just one more? She doesn't offer a helping hand. Just running commentary. Classic. I scraped together a decent nest in the rafters. Are you going back to bed? Are you safe? Safe as I think we'll get. And I'm wiped. Well then. I'll reach out to some contacts. I really need to get back to sleep. Yes, I did deduce that. Would you like a book? Maman gifted me a stack of historical epics the other day. They've been gathering dust till I saw you next. I'll be out like a light as soon as I hit the hay. What are you doing? It is very clearly not a question. I'm trying to sleep. Hurry. Alantari finally got caught out. I guess Caudat's not waiting for a reason anymore. What? What? He thinks he can... Let me finish, okay? Soldiers came to the house. Tari held them off. Mal told me to run. Bundled me out the door, told me to get to Marae. Marae's got me hidden in the stables. She's working this out. And what are Mal and Tari doing? It sounds as though... Like I don't know, because that's the truth. It sounds as though you've made no effort to find out, is what I wanted to say. I tried. I saw Tari beat up something awful. She just wanted me to run. I want to help, Ari, but I need something to work with. What exactly did he say? He said the soldiers were trying to take us away, but he and Tari would sort it out. I just need to stay out of the way. Ari, this isn't enough. Why is this happening? Truly, That is what I want to know too! Finally, Ghost Mom asking the real questions. It's okay. I'll work this out for us. I know you don't understand. Me neither. But there's a way for this to make sense. I'm not giving you up yet. Giving you up? What does that mean? Like, I don't think it means, like, literally they can take her from him or anything. Probably, right? But I think he is implying that they're looking for him because of her. I'm not going anywhere. Where would I be without you? Where would you be without me? Come here, my boy. The hay has mussed your hair. She runs her hands through my hair, flattening the top, curling the side bits around my ears to make it a little less shaggy. There you are. Almost presentable. Look, I'm not going to apologize for how I responded. I only did what was sensible. I thought my actions through. You're choosing reason as your creed. Well, that's one way to live your life, my boy. It's good to be determined. Motherfucker! I'm not coming with you. You can't... Auric? Marius? You sleep in the stables? Not every night. Only when I'm having an absolutely god-awful time and need somewhere to hide out till they forget about me. They're hunting you down too? The soldiers? What did you do? Soldiers? It's just the usual crowd. Stepped on the wrong toes. Does Mira know you're in here? She put me in here. Does she know you're in here? Hope not. I thought you weren't allowed anywhere near the property anymore. Alright, buddy, friendo. Lay off. I just want some dang sleep, okay? Jeez, bud. That's your mattress? Man, what is up with my voice? I, like, don't remember what I was doing with Marius anymore. Look, get up. Let a master show you how it's done. You can do us a pile of hay over here. See? Right on top of the rafters. Less creaky. Another one over here. Or we could just make one big pile, right? You should take it slow tonight. I'll stay over here. Right, right. For the best. See you in the morning, Rick. In the morning, Rico. Ah, I love Marius. What a goof. He'll be gone in the morning. He always is. That line just sounds so like, you know, disappointed lover. That he always stays the night but then leaves in the morning. There are voices coming from just outside the stables. Sounds like a crowd with horses. Marius is gone. My bag, my sword, is just within reach. I dive into the hay, fastening my hand around the hilt of the sword. They're looking for you, Auric. Malin. Hang on. Need some water. Malantari. Gone. Taken. And your place has been torched to the ground. I'm sorry, Auric. No, it's okay. It's fine. I always figured it was coming. And they'll be fine. They wouldn't let themselves be taken if they weren't going to be fine. But they never did anything. They walked out before I was around. And they talked non-stop, didn't they? About the war ending, what happened to his father, its never-ending tyranny. You can't run away and then talk like that forever. Eventually you have to act. Yes, but they weren't going to act, were they? They just like to talk. We all have plans. All he wanted you to do was to stay safe. They're not coming to get me. They never did anything. They can't get in too much trouble. They'll be let go eventually, and everything will just go back to normal. Oh, poor optimistic Mireille. I keep trying to call her Mirabelle. Oh my god, every time. My house. When the Lord realizes it was a mistake, I'm sure the court will make up for it. For now, it's fine, though. I insisted I hadn't heard from you for a few days. They can search all they want, but they can't come in here. Maman and Pare would never approve it. What do your parents think is going on? They know how your parents are, and it seems quite clear you're on the run. They've probably guessed every part of the truth, except for you being here. If I know Anais, she'll be suspecting that part, too. But they're smart people who know the power of feigning obliviousness. Otherwise, Murray would never would have met me. Of course, eventually I should probably tell them you're hiding out in here, or Pare might get a fright next time he comes to check on the horses. I don't plan to stay here forever. Well, let's start with tonight. At least. I'll find my brother, and we can talk. Okay. Don't forget about me. Never, darling. You're going to run away. What else can I do? They torched our house. I've got nothing left. You still have everything that you are. Everything that we poured our time and love into. To make you who you are. You have everything you are here to do. What does that mean? What is he here to do? What? What? Like, you would think if he has some, you know, grand purpose in life, then it probably is leaving to, like, go overthrow the Lord. But what is his purpose in staying here? What? I don't know what that is. I might as well run away with Marius. Like, he keeps asking. Nothing to lose anymore. All had a plan, right? Did Tari? Do you? When do I get to hear the plan? Huh. So I think he's not talking about the plan right now, but like the overall plan that Malantari made potentially with her before she died. Like, I think it's clear that they were in cahoots somehow, but I'm surprised that Auric knows about that. It's so interesting in this game, you never know who knows what. I'm always trying to guess at, like, what information does Auric have? Because, like, the first time you play through the game, he doesn't give any indication that he knows anything. And then as you keep going, you kind of get bits and pieces of, like, oh, he, like, understood this all along. No one will ever let me in. There's no plan for me now. But yours... Huh? If there is no plan for you, then there is no plan but yours. No use asking what else you can do. With everything you have left, what can you do? Those soldiers came all the way out here just to get us. They still want me. And I still believe in everything we ever believed in. I think if you can do anything other than flee, then that is what you must do. You deserve better. You've been raised to want more. I'm not angry, Ari. I don't think I am. I'm just... I was gonna joke disappointed, but I didn't. God damn it. Disappointed. Not in you. What do you think? Do you think Malantari knew this was coming? You always thought it was. But they thought they could run around shouting, Caudet's bad and we need a better scheme of government, and nothing would ever happen to them for it. And now it has. And now it has. What do I do? They didn't believe in systems, but they believed in people. They believe in you, Ari, like I do. Hello? Out you come, Auric. Let me introduce you to the Major. I offer a hand. She takes it with a cautious but powerful grip. Mercenary ex-soldier in the 15th Battalion of His Lordship's army. My loyalty and my rifle are pledged to the service of Auric Terryson. If you won't stay here, where it's safe, you're not going out there all alone. My gift. That's definitely a rifle slung across her shoulder. Just the Major? The Major is fine. Are we going to get chased down by people trying to reclaim that gun? Honorable discharge. And for your old friends? Sounds the same as usual, but the twitches are new. You doing okay? Holding up. Mir says you're leaving town? Don't have much choice. Right, your place. I heard. And she said I'm coming? It's funny that she just volunteers him for this. Did she? What she said was, Auric needs to leave town for a bit, and I think it'd be good it'd be good if you did too. And of course I'm not going to leave you two on your own, because... Well, if you want to come, I won't say no. We're going to the capital. Okay, sure. Wherever. But I have a condition. I'm only coming if I get to bring someone. You what? There's this girl I know. You haven't met her, but I think it'd work really well. She's useful and powerful and really intimidating, which can't not be useful. And she could really use something like this. Just as bad as you. Things aren't great for her these days. Also, I've really been looking for an opportunity to talk to her. Dumbass. Can't this just be a family affair? We're going out because it's something Auric needs, right? I know someone who needs it too. I can't deny it to her. As long as you know what you're in for. I assure you, I am making a completely informed decision. It shouldn't take me too long to find her. I'll be right back. Famous last words. Auric, please tell me you want to go to the capital because you think it's a delightful holiday destination, and you've always wanted to see Lord Caudad's gardens, or something. Because that would be a better plan than the plan I suspect you are about to propose. Pretend I'm Marius. Then there's no point passing judgment, because I'm going to do whatever I want anyway, right? There is no need. Fine. Say your piece. All my life, Mal and Tari have been telling me that somebody needs to do something, that the war's got to end, that Caudad needs to be stopped. We all say things like that. Do we all mean it? It's not really any of our business. It would be lovely, of course, but what can we do? Someone must be worried about what we can do if they're coming here. Taking Mal and Tari, looking for me. So, I'm going to the capital. What do you expect to do? Do you think you'll change his mind over dinner? Not entirely what I'm envisioning. Do you have to be special, Auric? You'll get taken every day. You're alive. Go up there, stick with Marius, go underground, anything. Stay safe, like they said. Why are you so determined to do something? I think let's go with this one. I'm not safe. They won't find you. I won't let them come in here. I can't hide here forever. All my life I've been told we have to do something, and nobody ever has. Where's that gotten us? I either hide out forever or I get caught without doing anything. So your solution is to go straight to Lord Caudad. There's nothing I can do here. People try to face him down all the time, don't they? I have heard that up close he's just a mass of scars and stitching from all the assassination attempts. So what's happened to all of them? I think they're usually hanged. Sometimes he kills them in single combat. After what happened to his father, I don't think he... Oh, here they are.
And you are?
Jerk. This is Rayanne. Alistor. She's pretty well known in my area. Prolific. He's doing his thing. Draws himself up taller, back to his old posture. Head straight like Moray's, feet planted on the ground. I've never heard of. Mate, you live in the shitty part of town, but socially, you're nowhere near us. This is the treacherous Arctarison that I was informing you about earlier. He's not trying to be rude. His fingers run up and down his shirt as if itching to button it up, tug at his cuffs and straighten a tie.
He's organizing this?
Ray's eyes are fixed on Marius's shirt cuffs too, or maybe on the buttons. Organizing for a pre-agreed definition of the term. He's the one who wants to go, yeah. I didn't even know the old Marius was still around.
I told you. I don't give a shit about the capital. I don't need a holiday.
It's not a holiday. We're taking on Caudat. We're what? Oh, the shock. Poor Marius.
Oh.
Now she's immediately interested.
Is that why you want me to come along?
Marius wants you. Marius makes some carefully chosen gestures at me. His back turned so she can't see. Why do you want to come?
If you're taking down Caudat? Because I like getting out. I want newness. I like blood spilled. Because I want teeth sinking into flesh and tearing.
Now Moray's so uncomfortable. And do you have anything practical to offer? Look, trust me. We're all terrified of Rayanne. She'd be an asset on anyone's side. Can you fight?
Oh, yeah.
I feel like the Major should be weighing in here, but she seems disconnected from the entire conversation. Rayanne sees where my eyes go.
Not like that.
We're offering you a valuable opportunity here to diversify the talents of your party members. Oh dear. It's quite sweet, really, if it wasn't so transparent. And Rayanne seems thoroughly unaffected. At the same time, there's no denying the spark in Moray's eyes every single time Marius pauses in the middle of a sentence, deliberates, and then enunciates each word. Can't hurt to give it a go. Hello, Omega Prime. Welcome to the stream.
Lord, where's your commitment? How do you get anything done?
She can come, if it's what he wants. It very much is indeed. Now we've got that sorted. Can we jump back? I think I missed something. Why have we turned into revolting peasants? We've always been revolting peasants. Why have we turned into revolting peasants who do things? Because the only alternative I can see is hiding in your stables for the rest of my life. Because Auric needs us. Not to mention your friend. Okay, fair enough. Did you see the release date for Slay the Princess? I sure did. And I'm certainly going to be playing that. We're leaving tomorrow. And you want us to go straight to the capital? Unless you know any good midway stops. Why not start with somewhere closer to home? We could make it to the forest in a day. What's in there? Haven't you heard? Those soldiers with your parents? I assume they're going to the capital, but when they left town, they were heading the long way round. So I made some inquiries. For the past few years, people who go into the forest, and anything they go in with, don't tend to come out. Mama said that even our deliveries go around. Same here, I'm going to play it on Nintendo Switch. Yeah, really excited. That was a great game. Definitely looking forward to getting some more of it. I actually want to go back and do even some of the content, like the original content that I missed. I learned about some interesting things that you can do in the game that I very much would like to try out with you guys. So yeah, that'll be a great time. I probably will start it. I don't know if it'll be next immediately after I finish this game, because I don't know how many more episodes I'm going to be doing this for. But yeah, soon. In like late October, Slay the Princess will be back. Hello, Vucky. Welcome to the stream. We're starting another new playthrough. Is it dark and spooky? We marched around the forest. They said the trees were too close to go through. As whispers spread, people began to avoid it, but no one seems to know exactly what's in there. Here's the key. Early on, it was only the military getting waylaid. Supplies, people. Oh my god? What's the oh my god for? So whatever it was, it could be working against Lord Kodak. That could be our best chance at starting something. I love the little detail that she doesn't consider it her mission. You probably know these characters better than your own friends by now. Right. Get to the forest, see what we can find. From there to the city, and then a ship to the capital. That's it. Wait. I've got nothing else to be doing, and I assume no one's watching out for you. I look pointedly at Rayanne, and she just laughs. But what will you two tell your parents? They love me. They love us, yes. I'm relying on it. Are you making an excuse for us, or are you blaming me? A little of both. I've already told them that you need to get out, and they know about the Major. Does that mean you want me to... We've been talking about it for long enough already. Don't you think it's time? Isn't this what you've been holding out for all along? Fine, fine. I just don't... Fine. Oof. This is gonna be tough. Kind of stuck which route you go on now? Are you playing more Slay the Princess? Yeah, there's a lot of options. It seems like the princess, or the pristine cut update is going to add something that lets you see, that lets you like navigate the routes. So I guess we'll see what the deal is with that. That should be interesting. I need to sort things out before we go. Gotta get stuff set up. Hello there, are we starting another run? Yes, we are. So I have 2 more runs planned, and then after that, I think I'm gonna go turbo mode and turn on fast skip. So this time, I think I'm gonna try to hang out with Reckon and see if we can get more information out of him, and then the next run is gonna be the pacifist run, where I try to see if I can actually get like a true ending. So yeah, that's the plan. That's the current plan. And then, so after that, for the turbo mode, I'm planning to just go through all of the other romance routes and see how they are on the Like a Spark route and see if we can get anything new. Have we learned anything new so far? Nope. So far, we're still in old territory. This is just the beginning of the game. I'm not gonna, obviously not gonna voice everything. But, yeah, this part, I've done, like, the Rayanne opening the last few times, so I want to get through this version of the opening, and then we can maybe start skipping some things. Right. Meet tomorrow morning. Like, we haven't even... Oh, we did get some new scenes, with Ghost Mom. Nothing concrete, as usual, but some little hints. Like, it seems like... obviously, Marion had made some kind of plans with Malantari. They had made some kind of promises to her. But it seems like Arik knows something about that. I mean, he doesn't know anything about the plan, but he is aware that there was some kind of plan. What else did he mention? I don't know. We had some new little conversations with Ghost Mom, but nothing major. Right. Meet tomorrow morning. And off she goes. So this time we didn't get beat almost to death. You sure about that one, mate? As it's only getting more confusing. I mean, it's... The little snippets do eventually form into a bigger picture. It eventually starts to make sense. But there are just some little things that are still a mystery. And I'm very much looking forward to finding out. Okay, hang on. I need some tea. Ah. Yes. Oh, Marius. He's so funny. I get the strong impression for a moment that Marae is considering saying something quite cruel until she thinks better of it. I'm almost impressed she has that in her. Interesting that we have the exact same line on the other route, but in a slightly different context. Tea-tastic, yeah. You had some rooibos. Very tasty. Except that was the last of it. So now I'm on to water for the rest of the stream, I guess. I actually see ya. Like a puppy. Come on. Are you happy having her with us? We can leave one or both of you behind. I'm a little concerned she may try to kill us all in our beds. Yes, but we do have the Major. No one will be killed in their bed. Very good. Now, can you come along? We have arrangements to make. Patron. Wait. How long have you been doing this? 7, 8 years. I guess the fact that you've survived so long is a good sign. Your friend thought I was worth paying. That's all you need? Even though the decisions we're making are almost inevitably going to result in what could very possibly be our deaths. So does war. I suppose if you've made it through enough of that. What do you want? Ooh. How do we know you won't sell us out? You don't. There's no one to sell you out to. Lord Cobb. Can't do that until after we reach the capital. And your friend pays better than he does. Does she know that from experience? Did you say you were in his army? Against Ahalo? What are they like? Ahalers. Not so different, if you decide it doesn't bother you. Very different if it does. I'll take it. Interesting that I can actually understand that line now. It does make a lot of sense. For now, at least. Okay, it looks like we're back to regular stuff that we have seen before. I think I tried to do this before and it didn't work. Ghost Mom time, yeah. We're going to face down Lord Caudat. Caudat. You remember, Mal told me to run. He and Tari are gone. Of course I remember. Please, Ari. But she's forgotten a lot, huh? She can hold on. She'll make it. She's fading, but she'll make it. She's less than she used to be, but she's still got a ways to go. This can get her through. We're heading to what might be a secret rebel stronghold, and then the capital. The court is our ultimate goal. We deal with Lord Caudat, make him stand for what he's done. Change this world however we can, in whatever way we can. So let's skip stuff we've seen. Alright, I think we can move on. Oops. Wait, hang on. I think I skipped a lot of stuff. Anything interesting in here? Well, this is all stuff that I saw before at some point. It's the only smart decision. Someone's got to deal with this. No one has, so I will. Oh. She's so disappointed. The fall of her face is a work of art. I gotta go talk to Abaroa. And there you found the middle ground. That's one way to phrase it. What are they talking about back there? Water. Okay. This should all be the same as before. If we're hanging out with Reckon, we should probably, I think, surrender, because then, we just get, I guess, more of a positive impression with him if he saves us rather than just, like, murdering defenseless soldiers. So let's do that, I guess. That we also did the other time, so... I don't really know what the difference between these is. Want to or do you need to? Do you need to? Really? Earnestly? Do you need to? need to not be feeling like this anymore, and that's a pretty easy fix. Ray said you were coming along. If that's not what you need, you know you don't have to be here, yeah? Stop, 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 stop. Are we seriously going on a quest to deal with Caudat? Like, for real? Is that what you need? Because you can't leave someone when they need you, can you? She can't. I'm here for you, right? Right? And you're here for... Poor Marius. He just goes through such a bad time every time. We're all standing around begging you not to let them take us. You knew what it'd do to us. You said please, and you let them do it because it was easier for what you wanted. Ray said you looked her in the eye, and you said to her, I'll never feel safe again. Right into her eyes. And I thought, yeah, okay, I get that. People should feel safe, I thought. Well, I've done a shit ton of stupid stuff in my life, and I never felt as not safe as just then. Whatever happened with your family, it burnt you out. I'm not sorry. I know it doesn't look like it now, but it really was the best thing I could have done, and I still believe that. I kind of want to make myself think that means you're doing the right thing. Like, at least you thought it out, I guess. Interesting that this is totally new dialogue. Did I never try that before? I don't think I can do you any good being here. And I don't think you can do me any good, you know? And I don't think I mean that in a bad way. I feel like hell, and I want to go home. No Marius route this time, I guess. Marius? We haven't had any luck with finding the keys. Actually, we're worried whoever did it might have taken the keys with them. Why free us if you're going to leave us captive? Not all of us. I mean, maybe they wanted to slow us down. Or to make us look for them. God damn it. Or to make an entrance. Get it, get it, get it! Here he is. Ooh. So how do you expect to get anywhere with that attitude? Each word only barely sounds like words. Each vowel is hollowed out, consonants skipped if they aren't useful, cracking out the ones that are. What attitude, exactly? To problem solving. Says the person who skips straight to killing everyone you don't need. You are very presumptuous. You must want something of us. Or this would be an awful lot of effort to go to. I do want something. I want to see how you'll do something that more and better people have failed to do. You'll need more. More and better. You didn't think you were the first, did you? First to what? First to cut through the forest? The first to take your fight to the Lord. How? There have been enough. I've never believed we were the first, but maybe I entertained ideas that we had potential. That voice, harsh as it is, burns with disdain. It's what you want too, isn't it? Safe. Safe passage. Oh, and leave the cart. Too slow. Horse'll break a leg. Go that way. One hand points straight into the thickest part of the forest. Wait. I think we may have found what we were looking for. We were found. Either way, bingo.
We should get further in before any beasties smell the blood.
All right. What now? I guess we can pretty much skip most of the rest of this until we have more dialogue options, I guess. What do we do about Marius this route? Marius and Rayanne. I feel like this honestly isn't going to change anything unless we're on either of their routes. They're just gonna end up together anyway, probably. Sure, let's say I'm gonna keep an eye on them. I'll keep an eye on them. You can trust me to look out for everyone's best interests. Yes. Yes, I know you will. I mean, I'm already trusting you with everything else. I know I can trust you with this, too. Alright, now we have this conversation with Marius. Should we actually follow up on Murray's concerns and try to talk him out of this? I'm interested in Rayanne. That would be interesting. Given that I'm pretty sure we have zero chance with Rayanne in this route. Sure, let's try to... Gotta try every route. I mean, yeah. Rayanne seems like bad news. Really? I'd steer clear of her if you can. But, you know, there's a real lack of alternative. Don't let Rayanne hear that. Or Murray. Or... Mira doesn't count. Anyway, I really am interested in Rayanne. Have been for years. But you rule her out, and then on top of that, there really isn't anyone else. So handle it yourself. You don't need to drag someone else into this mess of whatever's going on. Please don't call my life a mess of whatever. I'm calling all our lives a mess of whatever. That's fair. So don't drag someone else's mess into yours. I see your point, I guess. He's gonna do it anyway. Somehow, I'm not convinced. You shouldn't be. I don't know what the heck this dialogue option even affects. It takes all of us working to get to a better world. I want to give whatever I can. But we can't be all of that change on our own. We. There's no we. The mission is yours. If you die, they will be fine. Someone has to stop him. If you don't know what comes next, someone else decides. Civil war is the wrong decision. It is your responsibility to ensure it is not given. You're really drumming up your own experience, aren't you? Hang on, why was it doing that? Does it have the interrupts are off? Why was it doing that? Stop doing that. Let's do this one, maybe? Why am I so jumpy? The Major's got the right idea, saving up her energy for when it actually matters. I rock up onto my feet and start to step backwards, and then I stumble. I was trying to climb a tree, and the branch snapped right under me. Did it scare you that much? I'm a bit jumpy, embarrassed myself. I have a lot to learn from the Major, I think. She's so controlled. Oh. Oh, good. 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 Oh, these kids. Okay, what do we want to do? We're not killing this time. We're not doing anything too violent. I don't know. I don't really know what the difference is between the other choices. I guess if we're kind of taking the middle road, then that would probably be depose. We're going to depose Lord Caudap. Why is that not skippable? Did I accidentally get into some new dialogue here? What the heck? Bring on a new era. What? There are so many random combinations in this game. Remove him from the throne and leave the door open. That's your plan. Maybe you should let them know. Might help. This we've also already seen. All right. Well, I guess we're hanging out with Reckon. Although this one we also did the first time. Well, you know what I mean by first. So this is probably not going to have anything new. Did I actually, like, never take that dialogue option or something? Or did I just not take it on this? Weird. Kodak can't stay where he is. He has to be deposed. It won't be an easy process, but we're better positioned than anyone else has ever been. With Reckon on side. You make it sound so simple.
There's nothing hard about it.
I don't think it's going to be simple. We're going to need to spend a while brushing up on everything we need. Then we take that and we head towards the castle. We scout out the area and we hash out all the details. Everything. Alright. I mean, I guess we're trying to hang out with Reckon, so can you tell us anything about our relationship? Huh, that's also new. I think he wants people to pay attention to him, after being invisible for so long. Just keep giving him your time, I suppose, when you can. Well, that's what I was planning to do. No new info on him as well. Is he's brother, part of his family somehow? Reckon is Arik's uncle. His sister is Ghost Mom. We did get confirmation on that in the first Like a Spark ending. But yeah, the fact that we're getting this dialogue is encouraging. Hopefully Murray is meta hinting to us that if we spend time with Reckon, something is actually going to happen, which I was not sure would be the case. Like this whole thing might be a wild goose chase, but we'll see. Not too much, mind you. I'd like to see you now and again. All right. That helps. Thanks. All right. I guess we can move on. Are we gonna get his name in this one? Because last time we didn't. I keep, with this Ghost Mom dialogue, I keep forgetting which ones I've already tried. I think I... You know what? I'm just gonna save just in case. I genuinely do not remember which one I've done. Okay, so I've clearly done that one. I might have done both of them. You know what? Let's just see. Okay, yeah, I guess we've done both. Okay. Wait. What was the dialogue option where she gave us his name? Is it there? Sorry, I keep reloading, but I'm curious now. Was it here? I guess it wasn't. It must be a later dialogue. Okay, yeah. Alright. We're hanging out with Reckon again. I think I haven't done this scene for a while. So let's refresh our memory on this one, huh? Good call, Murray. I'll join you two. You'd be welcomed.
Nah, you're no good for this.
Poor Marius gets left out. Poor Major getting bullied. I have a pronunciation guide now. I think it's C before C, so it would be useful to work out who Caudat has lined up to be the next lord, or failing that, who might try to claim it. A family tree seems a good starting point. Oh, easy. Mel made me memorize it. Caudat's father is where you'd start. Lord Adair Baxi Barnet. I know about Caudat from the people who come through here, but I've never picked up much of Adair. Oh, vicious and violent and worse. Not much else to say. At least one of Caudat's scars is from him. Really? Doesn't everyone know that? It's funny that Aric's knowledge is like so out of sync with what everyone knows just because he grew up with Ghost Mom. So like I'm guessing this is also some like trivia that he found out from Ghost Mom personally. Because she knew Caudat personally. And so he's just like, wait, I thought everyone knew this. I thought this was just common knowledge. But no, nobody else has a Ghost Mom in their head. Anyway, Adair's advantage was that being bloodthirsty is understandable. People knew where they stood with him. Exactly. Whether or not he was cold and heartless, he was powerful, he demanded loyalty. Did he have other children? Could have. That'd be our best bet. Never married. Caudat's mother was Lee something. There we go! Confirmation! That Commander Lee that they were talking about in the one ending is Caudat's mother. That's what I was thinking, but good to have it confirmed. High-ranking army commander. Till she abandoned her post and went on the run. With the kid. Why? What does that mean? How do Malantari tie into this? I never heard that. I assumed she died tragically. No, in childbirth. Like they always do in stories. Not how Mal tells it. Well, told me. He might talk revolution and the tyranny of blood all day, but he does have some sense for when to bite his tongue. So little Caudat grows up pretty normal for a bit, until one day Adair hunts them down, picks him up, says, "You're my heir and you're living with me now." Isn't she the one that plotted Aric's revolution? No, she was mentioned by Malantari in that one epilogue that they were saying that they had promised something to her, I think. They were doing the whole thing where they were like, oh, we've made too many promises to too many dead moms. What did they say about her specifically? I don't remember. Was she involved in plotting the revolution? I don't remember what they said about her exactly. But they were talking about her. Okay, so she took her child away for a while, and it worked until Dad came knocking. Interesting. And Lee? Tari didn't like to talk about it. What if Caudat isn't Adair's son? That's an interesting thing. That's why I was mixing them up. I remembered Lee being mentioned in that last dialogue at the end of the game. Yeah. Okay, the Caudat isn't Adair's son is an angle that I had not considered. I gather that was the wrong question. It's in the blood. It's always in the blood. Crown claims the blood. If you're not of the blood, you can't take the throne. How? There isn't a how to it. Of course it's in the blood. You couldn't take someone normal and then flonk them on the throne. It's always within the bloodline. Do we trust that, though? Do we trust that information? Because this game does have some supernatural elements, so it could be a thing, but that also definitely sounds like something people would say for, propaganda, you know? Something to, validate their right to rule. Be like, oh, you random peasants can't have a revolution and put someone else on the throne. Because the throne, the crown literally won't let you. Right. Mind you, being on the throne doesn't have to mean makes all the decisions. But when you say, hey, maybe the monarchy's flawed, people start shouting treason. We don't have a monarchy, Arik. We abolished that centuries ago. It was so oppressive. I love how she says that, as if anything's actually changed. As if the current system is any better. I'm pretty sure we just came up with a new word for king. Does Ekthau not have a bloodline? Technically not. That sounds messy. Ekthau has a fascinating system, actually. It's the sort of elected council. I'll tell you about it later. Fine. It's in the blood. Keep going. So how little was Caudat when he went to live in the castle? 4, 5? Older than that. 8 or 9, I think. Then he claimed the throne when he was about our age? Yes, discussed that. And then... not much of note after that. Everything went to hell and stayed there for 20 years. 22? Specifically. Which happens to line up exactly with Arik's age. I was barely a child when the news reached us of Adair's death. We were optimistic. We celebrated. But Adair's death was around the same time as Marian's, right? But I think they learned of it significantly before they found out, or before they realized that Marian had gone missing. We thought the war would end, that the soldiers would be recalled, that Caudat had done it because he wanted to be better. How long did it take for you to find out? About your sister? Not long after. Long enough. Perrin never came home. And your side said she'd left the court a year ago. The letters she wrote us never mentioned coming back. She wouldn't have come back. She always saw things through. Caudat disappeared from court before he did it. Before he slaughtered his own father like an animal. People started to imagine. Lord Caudat's never been said to be as vicious as a dare. He's harder to place. He lives in silence. He lashes out. He's driven the country into the ground with this never-ending, never-done war. Most people barely want to say his name anymore. Both your minds went straight to whether a dare had other descendants. You don't think Caudat does. There hasn't been a person alive that would marry Caudat. Well, I don't know if Marion did, but she seemed to maybe be interested. If he did have any illegitimate children, they should have made a move by now. If they're older. if you say. That's the thing, like, I genuinely can't tell if Arik hasn't figured it out at this point, or if he's just hiding it. Because Arik does hide things all the time, and I cannot tell. No, it's more than that. He's been lord for nigh on 20 years, and the biggest threat to his reign is that he has no one lined up next. It can't be because he's undesirable. He did chop off his own father's head. Having no descendants is less risky than having ones that hate you. More likely he does have a cousin or a niece or something. Imagine if we... I have to go. I'll meet you back at the campsite later. What is this? Like, she always seems to disappear after this conversation. Like, even if we're not part of it, she runs off after this. And we never really know why. It almost sounds like either something about this conversation really upset her and she needed to take some time, or that she was thinking about something that she didn't want Reckon to hear. And so she's avoiding him specifically. I don't know. I don't know what it is. It's really weird. Don't look at me. Let's head back. Are you done with Rayanne? She came over all weird and needed a moment. Yeah, what's up with that? I mean, she does also have her, like, chronic pain, so maybe that just, like, flared up and she wanted to go rest in peace somewhere for a while. Okay, rest in peace is maybe bad wording, but you know what I mean. Yeah, maybe she just wanted to find a quiet spot to rest for a while. I don't know. Hmm. I think I tried going to bed the one time and didn't actually get any bonus Ghost Mom. Did I? I think that's what I did. Let's look for Murray, I guess. She likes it when I follow her around. Yeah, she kind of does. Did you need someone to find you? What's wrong? She looks me up and down, counting my sins. We've had a tough time, haven't we? Oh, we've had our moments. You've never really failed me, not where it counts. Can you help me find my way back to camp? That told me nothing. Can't risk ending up like... Alright. Boat time. Are we on... We're on the last save slot. Alright. Time to go back to page 1, I guess. How many times have I gone through all of these saves now? This is my third, fourth go-around. Alright, since we're trying to get Reckon content, I guess we can do this. I feel bad every time, but it's an extra scene. Take. Very well. Really. I want Murray to have muscle on side, and a bit of extra judgment never goes astray. Fair. Come see us off. The sunlight will do you all good. Are we seriously this close to the edge of the forest? It's the sort of place you lose yourself in. I forgot how good clean sunlight was. Ray hoiks her dress up to her knees and races out, face flung up to the light as the yellow glow washes across her cheeks. Oh, that's nice.
Yeah, I'm staying here till we get out for good.
Don't look at me like that. I wasn't thinking anything. Don't do that either. He turns his hand, watches the light play on his knuckles. When he looks out into the world, he has to squint his good eye to make out what he's looking at. Go on. Reckon. What's wrong? I'm fine. Need to catch my breath. Can't reckon. It's a wonder I ever left. Right, Dad? Reckon? What did he say? I don't think he's doing too good. He's been in there for 7 years. Should go back. So, not reckon then. I just need to ease myself into it. Any other ideas, Auric? Let's take the major then. It's obvious, isn't it? You'll have to take the major. That is only reasonable. Why does she look disappointed at that? Patron. Travel time. Prepare for overnight. Allow yourselves pace. Packing. Just one moment. Alright, let's just... let's go climb a tree with our forest cryptid friend. Can really, I suppose you're welcome to. You don't usually. I'll go through the steps if I must, but I thought you've always seemed less bothered than your friends. I guess it's not quite as foreign to me. That is something I'm missing. I really do need practice. Let's you and I get up into the trees and we can talk. I'll give you a hand. That branch will never hold your weight. It's dead. It's been hollowed out inside. You don't even think about that one. You need to keep as close to the trunk as you can. I can't help thinking about it. You damn well can. There's no one bothered trying to teach you people how to focus. Stupid question. Sorry. We finally reached the top of the canopy. From up here, you can look right out across the sea of greenery down to the water. Oh, I get you. You've lived here for 8 years. I've existed here for all of 7. I don't live here. The country that killed Merrin is not my home. Can you tell me more about her? Yes, please. It might be important. She inspired. She would very much have liked you. She determined what she would need to live like everyone else. And then she played everyone she knew until they fit into that space. She was the only one like her that they sent over. And the only one to stay. She must have loved it, to be here and realize she could win. Yeah, I mean, she grew up in, you know, a community where everyone could read her mind, and she was way outmatched, and, you know, she learned how to deal with that, and then to go from there to just, you know, being among regular non-mind reading people who just have, like, a superpower, basically. Before I can ask him what he means, he laughs. They teach you that Achla can do things. Interesting that this is all new. I guess this conversation depends on, like, your... the specifics of your route. Interesting. Things that terrify you. Things that make you question everything you know. And you can't. Ha! I can. A few of us can't. Not many. Not none. No one tells you about them. So Merrin was just like us. Never. She was as Achla as I am. But when it came to this, she was similar. So she learned to make up for it. She devised other ways to guess at people's thoughts. She could read intent in a gesture, in a gasp for air. She predicted meaning in a stranger's stance. She probed us when she first came. They like to think I am as they are. It comforts them to think it. So I learn their ways. I break the rules. I spy with my little I-25 more playthroughs. I mean, I know I'm not going to get literally everything. Like, I think there are some questions that just aren't answered in this game. And some things that probably have already been answered, but I just didn't catch them. So I know I'm not going to get 100% of the answers. Also, I think there are probably more answers in the art book, which I'm also definitely going to get once I'm done. So hopefully I'll understand things better once I've read that. But yeah. Yeah, it is fun to go through this game and just, like, see how many things we can pick up. I think this whole conversation is new, though. I wonder if this is from me hanging out with Reckon. This is maybe what I was looking for. Because I have gone up into the tree with Reckon before, but I think the conversation was different. Fascinating. She could have done anything. And so it goes. Now they call her a tragic war hero. They say she sacrificed everything to drive us forward. As though it was part of her plan, to die to motivate the country. She came here to find victory. If dying in pursuit of, to achieve your goals, is not equal to victory, Ari. Take it from an old loser. Damn. Reckon sits quietly by the fire, lost in his own mind. Marius and Rayanne are almost sitting on top of each other for warmth. Okay. Alright, boat time. Check the time. Okay, so I think most of this is going to be business as usual. I'm surprised that we still... Are we not going to get his name in this route? Like, what triggered that exactly? All right. What story do we tell this time? We've traveled very far. There was something he needed to do. He worked and worked and worked and worked at it with everything he had. Let's not be too depressing. Until one day, he could see his goal in the distance. I bet it's still going to be depressing anyway. But he realized he didn't know what it looked like. He just knew where it was. Yeah, it's still depressing. He didn't know what reaching it would mean, or what it would ask of him. He was scared of what waited beyond it. But that would never stop him. That would never ever stop him. He'd keep marching. Scared and full of dread. He would keep marching. Thank you. It was very depressing story time. Thank you, Ari. Seemed way too happy to hear a depressing story. Yeah, I guess she just wanted to hear something. Life must be pretty sad and lonely as a ghost mom living in someone's brain. Huh. seems to be the actual Murray root dialogue. She's losing her memories as she fades away. I don't know how much memories she's actively losing now, but it definitely does seem like she has lost a lot of the memories she once had. So yeah. Do we want... I wasn't planning on it. I was planning to just hang out with Reckon the whole time. But... Okay, we'll leave a save, but for now, we're not gonna do it. Is this gonna be... I made a poor decision, sir. I will do better. It should have occurred to me that people would have followed Murray back. It's on both of us. Sir. May I speak frankly, sir? If you must. My employers are often intent on making me have an opinion. What do you think? How do you feel? What would you prefer? I don't owe that. Don't want to own that. Working with you is better. You expect nothing from me when orders haven't been issued. You need nothing from me without saying. I trust your decisions better than my own, and I trust myself to you more than I. You ask for nothing you're not owed. You see the soldier I am. It's what you want me to see, isn't it? Behind her back, I can see her fingers toying with her ring. I vowed to do better, to work harder, to give of myself more. Will you come tonight, alone, to my cabin, sir, after everyone is asleep? Alright, so the thing is, there's a really interesting Reckon scene that I think happens when you turn her down. So, let's go get that. That's interesting, though, that Murray and the Major's roots both seem available on this playthrough. I don't think I've seen that before. I won't. I don't think that's a good idea. Unsure of myself, but knowing something needs to be done. I take her right hand in both of mine. I fold her fingers in around her ring. Major, you don't have to do this. This isn't what giving more has to mean. Whatever you're struggling with, you don't have to be. Her hand flexes in my grip, unable to settle. Is that an order? Yes, it is. Sir, yes, sir. All right. Reckon's been below deck all day, but eventually comes up with the dinner. Murray whispers to him, legs steady and only her hand and her cane adjusting with the way of the water. Rand says if I don't bring her down dinner right now, she'll push me out of her porthole. But I won't fit with my arms still on. Oh, hello, stranger. She needs me, Mira. Marius said the water would get less choppy after sunset. So basically you can romance anybody in this game. Yeah, I mean, there's the 4 main romance routes, plus you can also do a trio with Marius and Rand both. Is there anything else? Yeah, it's basically that. Oh yeah, and you can wingman Murray and the Major. You can do that too. Reckon. Are you seasick? No. When the sky is clear, you can keep looking to the horizon, and it just keep looking, and it keeps going. I am working on it. How are you seasick? I thought you lot practically lived on the water. We only built boats to visit your stupid island. Yeah, we've seen this. I want to go below deck right after the Major. Not when I turned her down like that earlier. Marius is untying ropes from the deck. Bracken is climbing around up in the rigging. He's calling down answers and observations to Marius. But Marius isn't asking anything out loud. I cross my arms above my head so I can't hear them, and pretend I'm the sort of person who stargazes. Ghost Mom time! Yeah, he cuts it off. Ari. What was that? What was what? Nothing weird was happening at all. Huh? Don't lose it just then. What was that? What? Damn it. You lost it. I have no idea what you're talking about. Sure, Arik, sure. We do put proper beds in our ships, Ari. Right. He offers his hand. I take his forearm, and he pulls me up to standing. I wish him good night woozily and stumble downstairs. A rock of the boat throws me off my feet and face first onto the nearest empty bed, and I'm out like a light. Yeah, freaking Arik with his secrets! Oh my god, I swear, if they don't get to interact in, like, any way, I'm going to explode. They're so close, but so far! It's destroying me. Ah, that's his sister. Right there. Right there. Arik! Damn it, Arik. Alright. Well, what do I want to say to Marius here? Maybe I should just say nothing. I don't think I really have anything to say this route. I mean, I could keep telling him that he should stay away from Rayanne, but I don't know if that would help. Well, I say help. I don't know if it would do anything. I mean, I was telling him to break up with her before. Well, let's try it. Why not? You should end things with Rayanne. He's just gonna get pissed at me. Fuck, man. Why do you have to be so... you? Why does whatever you two have going on have to be so messed up? She makes me happy. Oh my god. I don't care what you think she does. You're gonna trust me with your life on the line, but second-guess me here? Those are two different things. You can do what you want with my life, but Rayanne's got a part of me you're not allowed to touch. Maybe it was years ago, but I think we both remember exactly what parts of you I've touched. That line is just so out of nowhere. It's going to tear you apart, man. She treats you like trash. She treats me like I'm something worth wasting time on. You don't treat her right either. Excuse me? You treat her like you are trash. I treat her like she knows who the fuck I am. She throws all this shit at you because she's waiting for it to bounce back. That's what she does. I'm not saying it's right. I'm not saying you're right, she's right, either of you are wrong. But yeah, collectively, you don't work. I've always loved her. You have no idea. We all have an idea because you don't shut up. It's okay to say you were wrong, that she wasn't what you thought she was once you got her. You can stop. She's everything I ever needed her to be. And it's okay to say you needed the wrong thing. What does she do for you? How does she make you better? Why can't she just make me happy? Just because no one makes you happy. That's fucking stupid. What? Because I don't have anyone that I'm doing that sort of thing with? Is that what you're oh so subtly referring to? Fuck that. First, this is about you. Second, I make me happy. Third, why the hell would I have to be snogging someone before they make me happy? Every single person on this ship has made me happy, and that's without me even fucking them. Even if you're calling your thing romance, you can be happy without it. I like romance. I can be happy with romance too, but not with Rayanne. If she's making you feel complete, then you can get that on your own. If she isn't, then there are people out there that can. The only way to lose is to refuse to change the situation. Maybe I'd prefer to lose. No, man. No. How can you not deserve better than this? She loves me, man. Maybe she does. I love her. I know. No. No. That first day where we split up, having her all to myself, I knew that I was right. About how much I needed her. You've never been in love in your life, huh? You don't get it. And you think you can come in here and lecture me? Well, you can go fuck yourself, because no one else is going to do it for you. Harsh. You don't mean as much to anyone in the world as Rayanne means to me. I don't know why you decided to say that to me. And now we'll both always know you did. Leave it alone, okay? You let me have this. I wonder if there's a way for that to go better. Very curious. I wonder if, like, something I could have done earlier would have made him actually accept it. I cannot imagine any way in which that could have gone worse. Can you get that dialogue when you're on a romance route? I'm actually not sure. Like, would he be more convinced then if Arik was also with someone? It really put a lot of detail in the dynamics between characters. Yeah, that's the whole mechanics of the game. It's just like, wait, let's not skip too much potentially interesting Reckon lore. Is he... Okay, we're just doing this thing. Okay, we had that dialogue last time, I think. Yeah. This whole game is just like trying all the different conversation options and seeing how that affects the character dynamics. It's very interesting. Give me a sec. Not quite cool with you yet. Hmm. There's a lot of different potential scenes that can come up in the Summer Palace, so I don't know. Oh, you mentioned something about the major. And we turned her down. Oops. Well, not oops. We did it on purpose. Is this a happy place for them? Does it look as though they were happy here? And they took care of the space. The chairs are all positioned cozily. There must have been only a few of them, and I'm not sure what might have made them leave. But it looks like they made a home here. I think they must have been happy. Happy enough while it lasted. In the end. I know this conversation changes depending on your route. I think this is the same version that we got the other time. Alright, what else is going on? Back at the castle? Trying to figure out if we can finish this today. I think maybe. Did we have this last time? I don't remember. I think we did. Hmm. Huh. Okay, apparently I have had this dialogue, but I don't remember it. Plan it out properly. Get in there quietly. Win people over to our side. He wakes up and discovers his castle isn't his anymore. His reign is over. Huh. It's a new plan. Sharp. Efficient.
Kind of pathetic.
Hmm. Yes, especially if we're doing the sneaky route. We probably want to keep them in mind. Let's give that a save. Honestly, I am kind of tempted to end the stream before we finish this, because I do feel like this might take a while. We could go for another half hour or so, maybe? Would that be enough to finish? Maybe? Let me sneak in. It is what it is. Sir, yes, sir. I don't have a problem with this. I might fall in Morpheus' embrace soon if I disappear, you know why? I mean, you know, if you want to call it a night, we might just stop here. Although, like, we are close to the end, but I've never won a fight on an even playing field, Mira. It's giving me a fair chance. I think I will try to finish this run. Oh yes, I'm sure Arik's primary concern is giving the people on his side a fair chance. You know where else we have a fair chance? Sitting down and using our own words.
Says Marae Belgard.
Alright. So they tried to make it showy, dramatic. We don't need that. Put aside your ideals, your better world, anything that's out of our reach. What is in our reach is one man. Reckon gets his answers, I get mine, and Kaudat never ever hurts anyone again. People have tried before, but no one's ever had what we have. Reckon. Reckon. And I am at your service.
Okay, okay, get to the good bit. Stab, stab, stab.
Stop that. Okay, we need to get into the castle, then find Caudat. What's the castle like? It's on top of a hill, fortified by tall walls in this shape. Traces out a 7-pointed star with her fingers. An actual star, honest. What's the official way in? Gates, guards, check and disarm all entrants. So we have to go up and over. There are towers at each point of the star, but they're not guarding the walls so much as looking out over the city. If you had a way to get over the walls... This is going to sound moderately ridiculous, but...
Everything you say sounds moderately ridiculous.
Thanks, love. There's this thing we do out at sea, when you're in a ship fighting another ship.
When were you ever involved in naval warfare?
Plenty of times, Mira, please. There's these ropes with hooks on them, and you throw them at the other boat, try to grab them and pull them in close. That should work. I reckon must have a better picture of what this thing is than I do, so I'm going to assume he's right. We'd be able to jerry-rig something out of the stuff around here, I think. All sorted. Where do we go then? I've never been anywhere but the actual court. It's not as though they do tours of the Lord's private rooms. Give me an idea of the castle layout. Moray and Marius sketch out the layout, marking the Star Fort, entrances, and court, all places that their parents must have taken them. There are a lot of blank spaces. My parents... Where are the training grounds? Army, general, or the castle ones? Not my area. They'd have to be within the walls, and the points of the star don't allow for much space. The only place it could fit would be here. And Lord Adair's room is here. Mister, I don't know much about the castle. Tari and Mal started out there, before they ended up out here with me. I think Tari trained there. Your mother was trained in the court. Or something, I don't know. Lord Adair must have been 20 years back. Tari said he'd watch the army training from his window every morning. Oh, I remember you said before. Caudat's mother was a commander there. Tari, your mother trained with Caudat's mother. Maybe. And the timeline on that might work out. If Tari was younger than we are... At some point, we need to make a timeline of your entire history, lad. I would like that too, reckon. So we know where we're aiming for. We have an idea of how to get there. And we have a deadline. What now? Skills. We'll only have one chance, so we need to be our best. Patron. Fine. Put me with the Major. I managed to purchase another rifle when I went out to buy the boat. So we have 2 people who are best over long distance. We
are going to be the close range.
Marvelous. Which leaves Reckon and me for... You and I are swordsmen. Done. Split up, y'all.
What about backup?
We're all backup.
And if someone gets hurt? What you're saying is, no second chances, no fuck-ups. No fixes.
Why do I feel like you're getting off on this? Probably because she is.
All or nothing.
Okay, folks. Off to work. As soon as they disperse, though, I go back to my room, take a deep breath, and lie down. Ghost mom time? think this is the one I did before. What are you doing here?
I'm just here. I've always just been here.
No, not here as in my head. I know that. Reckon found you buried beneath a tree. Oh! Oh, we're talking about that! Oh shit. Okay. What are you doing here? Nothing but an unmarked grave by the sea.
He found me.
Yeah, it's her grave.
I died.
She doesn't remember. Shit.
All along, I thought but I died. I was so sure she was out there.
Who? What?
How did I start to believe I was something else?
She means she as in, like, herself? Uh-oh. That's not good. Or is it?
When did I decide I didn't have enough of me left to be me?
Is she back?
My bones, my flesh, my eyes, even my death, stolen from me.
What were you doing here?
Waiting.
Marion? What stole the rest of you away?
What happens to everyone?
You have to stop sometime.
When will you stop? You could tear him, his legacy and the things he's responsible for, to shreds. You can take away everything he thinks he has. But that won't be your victory. That could barely have been my victory.
Huh. I kind of wonder if that's actually going to change my ending. I was assuming that, like, the true ending was on the pacifist route, but maybe it's going to be because I did this. Maybe now that we've triggered that, things will go differently? Huh. My call to sneak into the castle has not gone down easy. Murray and Rayanne spend the next day paired up and scouring the palace from top to bottom. Oh, look, they're friends a little bit. Just a little bit. They carry 2 heavy crates. Marius dramatically reveals the contents. Bottles of miscellaneous and well-aged spirits. You know what? It is getting kind of late. I feel like we do still have kind of a way to go. I think if I sped through all of this, I could get through it today. But I kind of would prefer to take my time. So you know what? I think I might just call things here. I guess next time we might have just a short one on this run, but I was planning to start another pacifist route anyway, so I guess we'll do that next time. Cool. We didn't get a lot of new stuff out of Reckon, but we did get that one different conversation. Actually, the more interesting thing that we did this time was that conversation with Marion just now. That was new. That was super interesting. And I do, like, really wonder if that's going to change how things go. So curious. Like, that's crazy that's just... There are so many different choices in this game that can affect so many different things in subtle ways, but that seemed to be one where, like, that one single dialogue option changed things significantly, which is kind of unusual for this game. Again, I'm also, like, assuming that it's going to change things farther down the line, but, like, she seems to be not as fated anymore, which I imagine is going to change things. And it was just that one dialogue option. Wild. Anyway, I guess that's going to be it for today then. Whew. Things are getting very interesting. Next time is Thursday, yeah. So we'll be back Thursday, 7 p.m. EST, the usual time. And yeah, we'll be seeing this to the end. Maybe we're just going to get the same ending we got before, and we're going to have to go for a pacifist run. Or maybe this one conversation is going to change everything. I'm also really curious that I didn't get the dialogue with Reckon's name this time. That's so odd. I don't remember what triggered that. Like, I've done this route for the third time now, and I only got Reckon's name once. Weird. This game has so many, like, little, branching paths. So many things that change in so many subtle little ways. Anyway, thank you for coming. I hope you enjoyed. There's just always something new to learn in this game, huh? Always new little character interactions and new little, mysteries to solve. But yeah, we're kind of coming up to the finale, sort of, maybe. Alright, yeah, thanks for coming. I hope you guys are enjoying this too. I hope this game isn't dragging on too long for some people. I know I've been, going through a bazillion playthroughs of it. I hope people are still finding it fun and not getting bored of it. But regardless, it will probably be over soon. Which is sad, but on the other hand, there are many exciting things coming up. There's, the Slay the Princess update is happening later this month, and the To the Moon series beach episode was released just a little bit ago, so I'm really excited to get my hands on that too. I already bought it. It's already in my backlog. But yeah, I will be sad to see this game go, but also very excited for the next stuff. I'm enjoying it so far for what I could follow. Yeah, I imagine this is kind of difficult to understand what the heck is going on when I'm already like 10 playthroughs deep and like skipping a lot of the dialogue and stuff. Anyway, thanks again for being here. I hope you enjoyed, and I hope to see you next time. Thursday, 7 p.m. EST. Bye!